Hi, welcome back to On the Volley, or as we like to be known, OTV, where we talk about all things football. Now, today I'm going to be talking about Celtic, in particular, the Az Alkmaar game versus Celtic, where Celtic, as you well know, lost 2-1 in the Europa League qualifiers, but still qualified, on a 3-2 aggregate. Now, with a 3-2 aggregate, should I say. Now, we all saw the first game, and the first game Celtic won 2-0, but like I said in my last podcast on Celtic, which was basically titled Celtic Dominate, I did say that Az Alkmaar were a tidy team. They were a different kettle of fish, and they're a good team. They finished third in the Dutch league last season. They're an attacking team, a good team to watch. They play good football, and they should have scored 2, maybe 3 goals in the first game. Yeah. So although Celtic won 2-0, it could have been 2-2, or 3-2 or 3-3, because Celtic had an opportunity which they should have scored, but the keeper done a fantastic double save, so he could have had 3. Now, excuse me, but this is all ifs and buts, yeah? What is true is that Joe Hart saved them definitely on one shot, which was in the opening stages. The ball was going into the back of the net. Somehow, Joe Hart extended his leg out and managed to get his foot on the ball and direct the ball towards the post. It hit the post and just rolled across the goal line, where he just jumped on it. Then another opportunity which Az Alkmaar had, they were like 8 to 10 yards away from the goal, and instead of smashing it into the back of the net, they smashed it way over the bar. Luckily for Celtic, and you need a bit of luck. So there you go, 2-0 to Celtic. They go to Holland, so their away game. What happens? Brilliant, perfect start. The ball just gets knocked out in the second minute to Abada. Abada runs down that wing, crosses the ball in, and who's there? That's right, you got it, my man Kyogo Furuhashi puts the ball in the back of the net. Oh dear, come on. He puts the ball in the back of the net, and you're talking, 1-0, and 3-0 on aggregate. What more can you ask for? And if you're talking about the second 2 minutes and 16 seconds, yeah? What more can you ask for? Well, you can ask for not to have a calamity of errors, a comedy of errors, whatever you want to call it, because on the 5th minute, the keeper kicks the ball out, from his box. The ball goes over Starfelt, hits him on the chest, right? Why didn't let the ball bounce or whatever? I don't know, yeah? He's looking at this, and it just drops, hits him on the chest, ricochets towards Joe Hart. No problems, that's okay, it's fine, All Joe Hart has to do is just smash the ball, just kick it out, just kick out the stadium, just get rid of it, The guy's he's dithering. I don't know what he was doing. He seemed to be in two minds, I still don't understand it. I watch the replay, I still don't understand what he's doing. And if somebody has an idea what he was doing, please put it down in the comments afterwards, because I don't get it, Because what happens? Their player, nips in, nicks the ball off him, bam, 1-1. So you've gone from 2 minutes and 16 seconds where you're 1-0 up, right? 3-0 up on aggregate, to the 5th minute, 3 minutes after you've scored, 1-1, and 3-1 on aggregate. Anyway, things like that can happen, yeah? But it doesn't stop there, does it? The ball gets whipped in. Starfelt, that man Starfelt, right? he lashes out to just kick the ball out. What I've been asking for, just kick it out, yeah? Lashes out with his left foot, okay, right? Completely misses the ball, okay, completely misses the ball. The ball hits his right leg, okay, and ricochets into the back of the net. 2-1 to Az Alkmaar, okay, 3-2 an aggregate. Anyway, Joe Hart, okay, after his error, he made a couple of excellent saves. So you can say that he did his part to keep Celtic in the game. So Joe Hart did his part to keep Celtic in the game. Oh dear, Starfelt, I think, had and as did the defence, had a good second half, okay, right? Because, they were under the cosh. They were definitely under the cosh, okay? It should have been 3-1 to Az Alkmaar and 3-3 on aggregate. Young player by the name of Poku, is Poku, yeah, so Poku, I think. He basically he goes running into the box. The defender's with him. Ball gets crossed, okay, right? He gets to it, just basically slides in, okay? He's at ground level, the open goal, okay, because the keeper's not there. It defies gravity. It defies gravity because the ball went over the bar. How that happened, I don't know. I mean, maybe Einstein could explain that for us, okay, right? And I ain't no Einstein, so I ain't got a clue. It was what it was, okay? Let's not forget that this, and we all knew this, was Ange and Celtic's first real test. It was their first real test, Yeah, 1-2-0 at home. We saw how dangerous Az Alkmaar were. I don't think anybody was under any illusions. Okay, everyone knew Az Alkmaar were going to be dangerous. And I did say on my podcast, okay, Celtic dominates, that they would score. I did say that, okay. I also said I thought that, we'd score 1 or 2 goals, so, Celtic would go through. But it was touch and go. It wasn't for the faint-hearted, that game, that's for sure, yeah. And to be totally honest, okay, I asked the question. We saw how Az Alkmaar played. Did they turn the tables on Ange Postecoglou? Okay? And the reason I asked that question is because we've been seeing Celtic play the way that Az Alkmaar played. They didn't allow Celtic to play. They were on them. They were pressing. It was great football. Az Alkmaar, I think, played great football. The only time that I saw a change in Celtic's game where they became more of a threat was when Edouard came on. Then went from there to there. Okay, we saw a change. Edouard had a great positive impact on there. Look, Sunday, big matches coming up. I mean, I didn't finish on Az Alkmaar. So Celtic are through. It was hard work, okay. I think Ange knows the areas which he needs to work on. I think he already knew the areas which he needs to work on. Julian isn't back yet. We don't know when he will be back. When he will be back, that will be a great addition. Waiting on the right back, Juranovic, okay. Will he come through? When will he come? We don't know. They're basically the group. The draw has been done, and they're in the group with Bayer Leverkusen, strong team, German, with Real Betis, another decent team, and Ferencvaros. Okay, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Ferencvaros. Yeah, Ferencvaros. I know how to spell it. I'm not too sure the pronunciation is right. So that'll be interesting because there are some good teams there. Now, let's go on to the weekend. Rangers versus Celtic. A game that everyone is waiting for. You know, one of the biggest derbies in the world. Okay. It's going to be very interesting to see how this goes. Basically, it's Steven Gerrard versus Ange Postecoglou. And Rangers versus Celtic, obviously, okay. But, you know, you've got the managers there, you know. Ange is going to want to prove a point, obviously. Gerrard, I believe, is under a bit of pressure at the moment, okay. Is it right that he should be under pressure so quickly? I don't know. You know, I haven't been following Rangers, so I don't want to make a comment on it. My prediction: both teams will score. I believe both teams will score. But I believe that Celtic will win. I think Celtic have the momentum at the moment, even though they did lose to Az Alkmaar. Okay, right? They have qualified for the Europa League qualifiers, but so have Rangers. So, you know, maybe they've got a bit of confidence as well. Now, it's going to come down to who plays best on the day. And I think it's going to come down to team formation and team selection as well. I mean, look, I love Ange Postecoglou, okay, right? And you've got to remember something. He's only been there since the 10th of June of this year. So if you look at the transformation he's done and how Celtic are playing at the moment, okay, you know, you can't criticize the guy, okay? Even if they were to lose, okay, to Rangers, okay, it's still a work in progress. But he has transformed Celtic, and we know where the weak areas are. We know what he needs to work on. He needs to solidify that defence. If he can get a solid defence, okay, you know, with the midfield and attack he's got, Celtic will be unstoppable. I honestly believe that. And I don't think anybody, okay, is going to touch him. If he can get that, it wouldn't surprise me if, and I haven't looked up the numbers, it wouldn't surprise me if he took Celtic on a record unbeaten run, okay? Look, I don't know what I will look it up. I want to find out what the, you know, unbeaten run record is in the Scottish Premier League. You know, Arsenal went 49 games unbeaten. Brisbane Roar, okay, Ange was the manager of Brisbane Roar, went 36 games unbeaten. I have a feeling he's going to take Celtic on an unbeaten run. I have a feeling if he solidifies his defence, he will bring a European trophy back home and the Scottish Premier League. You know, that's just my opinion. I have a lot of faith in that guy. Love the guy. You know, love the way the team's playing. But let's be honest, okay, it's Az Alkmaar, okay. It seemed that Az Alkmaar were playing the Celtic way, as I call it, or Ange ball, as we like to call it. But hey, that's okay, because I know Ange knows what he's doing. We all believe in him. I believe in him. The Celtic faithful believe in him. The players believe in him. The board believe in him. But the board do have to back him. I think they've backed him up until now, but they have to back him 100%. Okay, whatever the guy wants, give it to him, because he knows what he wants and he knows where he's taking Celtic. That's all I've got to say. Anyway, listen, thank you very much for watching my podcast. Thank you for supporting our channel. Thank you. Anyway, put your comments underneath. I try to respond to every single comment personally, okay? Press like if you like, okay? And hey, don't forget to subscribe, doesn't cost a penny. Get your friends to subscribe, tell them it doesn't cost a penny. Hey, just get everyone to subscribe. Anyone you know that loves football, that loves Celtic, or just loves football. Okay. Anyway, me, Shah, I'm out.